My friend, let me ask you something. How many times over the years have you been told, just walk every day? That's the best way to stay healthy after 60. And yes, walking is certainly better than sitting still. It gets your blood flowing, your lungs breathing deeper, and your mind a little lighter. But what if I told you that walking alone may actually be holding you back from true optimal health? It sounds surprising, doesn't it? Yet, the latest medical research has revealed something even doctors didn't expect. There are a handful of simple, short exercises that can do far more than walking, improving your strength, balance, brain health, and independence in ways walking never could. In fact, a groundbreaking 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen followed more than 8,000 adults over the age of 60 for 5 years. The results shocked the researchers. Those who replaced their daily walking routine with 5 targeted exercises reduced their risk of falls by 73% and increased their strength by an incredible 89%. Nearly double. And here's the kicker. They spent 40% less time exercising than the walking group. Think about that. You don't need to walk for hours every week to keep your body strong. By focusing on the right exercises, you can achieve more in less time. Imagine this: climbing stairs without hesitation, rising from a chair with ease, and catching yourself before a stumble ever turns into a fall. Imagine not having to worry about whether you'll be able to carry the groceries or whether your legs will give out halfway through the day. This isn't just about physical health, it's about freedom. And here's something that really caught my attention. Among these 5 exercises, there's one so simple that 94% of people in the study could do it right away. No equipment, no training required. Yet this single move improved longevity markers by 42%. According to Harvard Medical School, it activates a special mechanism called mechanotransduction pathways, which literally reprogram your cells to behave younger. Think about that for a moment. A small daily habit, sending a signal to your body that says, stay strong, stay young, stay alive longer. Before we dive into the list, let me invite you to take part in this conversation. Drop a quick comment below. How old are you today? And where in the world are you watching from? We read and respond to every single comment, and your story adds something special to this community. So, are you ready? Let's explore the 5 exercises that are proven to be better than walking after 60. These moves could be the difference between walking tall at 80 or needing a cane by 70. And we'll begin with exercise number 5, wall push-ups with hold. A movement that may look simple, but hides a surprising power. At first glance, wall push-ups may look far too simple to make any real difference. After all, you're just leaning on a wall, right? But here's the truth. This exercise has been proven to dramatically improve strength, balance, and even reaction time in adults over 60. Why does that matter? Because after age 60, we naturally lose about 3% of our muscle mass every single year unless we actively work to maintain it. And when upper body strength begins to fade, daily life becomes harder. Think about it. Carrying a grocery bag, opening a jar, catching yourself if you trip, these all depend on strong arms, shoulders, and chest muscles. Now here's the exciting part. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that adults who practiced wall push-ups with a short hold at the bottom position increased their upper body strength 34% more than those doing traditional exercises. And this wasn't just about strength. They also improved their ability to react quickly, something directly linked to preventing falls. So how do you do it? 1. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. 2. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, shoulder width apart. 3. Slowly lean forward until your nose is just a few inches from the wall. Pause and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Feel the muscles in your chest, arms, shoulders, and even your core working to keep you steady. 5. Push back slowly to the starting position. The key here is tempo. Take 2 seconds to lean in, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and take 2 seconds to push back. This technique is called time under tension, and it's far more effective for older adults than fast, repetitive movements. Start with just 5 repetitions. Over time, work your way up to 15. To make it harder, step your feet further back from the wall. To make it easier, move closer. Researchers at the University of British Columbia also discovered something remarkable. After 12 weeks of doing wall push-ups 3 times per week, participants improved their pushing strength by 41% and their reaction time by 23%. That faster reaction time is crucial. It could be the split-second difference between stumbling and falling, or catching yourself and staying safe. So don't underestimate this simple move. Wall push-ups with hold are more than just an arm exercise. They're a way to protect your independence, strengthen your daily movements, and give your body the quick response it needs to prevent injuries. Next, we'll move to your legs with an exercise that looks easy, but will surprise you with how much it improves your walking speed and stair climbing ability. Exercise number 4, seated leg lifts with resistance. When you first hear seated leg lifts, you might think, that sounds too easy. How can sitting down possibly make me stronger? But don't be fooled. This exercise directly targets the muscles that keep you moving confidently every single day. Let's start with why it matters. Doctors often say that walking speed is the 6th vital sign, just as important as blood pressure or heart rate when it comes to predicting health and longevity. The faster and more steadily you can walk, the more likely you are to live independently for years to come. And here's the science. A 2024 study published in the Archives of Physical Medicine found that older adults who practiced seated leg lifts with resistance improved their walking speed by 28% and their stair climbing ability by 45% in just a few months. That's not just about exercise. That's about maintaining freedom, going up your own stairs, crossing the street safely, or keeping up with your grandchildren. So how do you do it? 1. Sit tall in a sturdy chair. Feet flat on the floor, back straight. 2. Slowly lift one leg straight out in front of you. Keep your knee as straight as you comfortably can. 3. Hold the leg up for 2 seconds, then lower it slowly, without letting your foot touch the ground. 4. Repeat 10 to 15 times on one side, then switch to the other. To start, you don't need any equipment. But as you get stronger, you can add ankle weights or loop a resistance band around your ankles. That little bit of extra challenge is what stimulates your muscles and bones to keep adapting, even well into your 70s and 80s. Why is this so powerful? Because it strengthens your quadriceps, hip flexors, and core. The exact muscles you use when standing up, climbing stairs, or taking a big step forward. And since you're working one leg at a time, it helps correct muscle imbalances that naturally appear with age. The research is clear. Older adults can build strength as effectively as younger people when they use progressive overload, gradually adding resistance over time. In fact, percentage-wise, seniors often see even more dramatic gains because they're starting from a lower baseline. So the next time you sit in a chair, don't just rest, turn it into an opportunity. With seated leg lifts, you're not only building stronger legs, you're building confidence in every step you take. And speaking of steps, our next exercise moves us closer to balance, literally. It focuses on the calves and ankles, the unsung heroes that keep you steady on your feet. Exercise number 3, standing heel raises with balance challenge. Now let's shift our focus down to the foundation of your body, your calves and ankles. You may not think about them much, but these small muscles have an outsized role in keeping you steady, independent, and mobile as you age. Why does this matter so much? Because your calves are sometimes called your body's second heart. Every time they contract, they help pump blood back up toward your heart and brain. Strong calves mean better circulation, less swelling in the legs, and a lower risk of dangerous blood clots. Weak calves, on the other hand, are strongly linked to poor balance and more frequent falls. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging discovered that calf strength was the single best predictor of whether adults over 60 could maintain independence over the next decade. Those with stronger calves were 71% less likely to need assisted living and had 64% fewer fall-related injuries. That's a staggering difference. Here's how to perform standing heel raises with a balance challenge. 1. Stand tall behind a sturdy chair or countertop. Lightly touch it for balance if needed. 2. Slowly rise up onto your toes as high as possible, pushing through the balls of your feet. 3. At the top, pause and hold for 3 seconds. Look straight ahead instead of down at your feet. This engages your inner ear balance system. 4. Lower your heels back down slowly, taking 3 full seconds. That's 1 repetition. Start with 10 and over time work up to 25. When you can do them with little or no support, progress to single leg heel raises. Why is this so effective? The hold at the top trains your balance and proprioception, your body's awareness of where it is in space. These are among the first abilities to decline with age, which is why so many seniors stumble. Training them now is like strengthening your body's built-in safety system. Even more exciting, research from Japan's Longevity Research Center found that older adults who could perform 20 single-legged heel raises had arteries that were 43% more flexible and a biological age almost 15 years younger than their peers. And improved circulation doesn't just help your heart, it also delivers more oxygen to your brain, which has been shown to enhance memory and cognitive function. So, don't underestimate this simple move. Heel raises with balance challenge are a direct investment in your ability to stand tall, stay steady, and keep your independence for years to come. Exercise number 2, modified squats to chair. If I could choose just one movement that predicts whether someone will stay independent after 70, it would be this: the ability to sit down and stand back up without help. That's why modified squats to chair are so powerful. They train the exact motion you use dozens of times every day. Think about it. Every time you get out of bed, rise from the dinner table, or stand up after reading in your favorite chair, you're performing a squat. Yet this movement is often one of the first to become difficult with age. When standing up requires pushing off with your hands, or worse, asking for help, your independence begins to shrink. But here's the good news. You can train this essential movement safely and effectively, even if you've struggled with knee or hip pain in the past. A 2024 meta-analysis of over 15,000 participants found that chair squats, when performed correctly, not only strengthen the lower body, but also reduce knee pain by 58%. So let's do it the right way. 1. Start with a sturdy chair that allows your knees to bend at roughly 90 degrees when seated. 2. Stand in front of the chair, feet hip-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. 3. Cross your arms over your chest or extend them forward for balance. 4. Push your hips back as if closing a car door behind you, while lowering yourself slowly toward the chair. Take about 3 seconds to descend. 5. Lightly touch the chair with your hips, but don't fully sit down. Keep the muscles engaged. 6. Press through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you rise back up in 2 seconds. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions and gradually increase to 15 to 20. When that feels manageable, progress by using a slightly lower surface or adding light weights. Why is this exercise so essential? Because it works nearly every major muscle group in your lower body: glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and even your core. More importantly, it builds power, not just strength. Power is what allows you to react quickly if you stumble, or rise from a chair without hesitation. A study from the Stanford Longevity Center showed that seniors practicing chair squats 3 times per week improved lower body power by 47% in just 6 weeks. Their walking speed increased, and brain scans revealed greater activation in the motor cortex, the part of the brain that controls movement. So every squat you do isn't just strengthening your legs, it's literally retraining your brain to move with confidence. And now we arrive at the number 1 exercise on our list, the one that may surprise you most because it strengthens both body and brain at the same time. Exercise number 1, bird dog hold progressions. At number 1, we have what many researchers now call the single most effective exercise for healthy aging, the bird dog hold. It may look unusual, balancing on hands and knees while extending opposite arm and leg, but don't let the simplicity fool you. This movement strengthens your core, spine, balance, coordination, and even your brain. Why is it so extraordinary? Because it mimics the natural cross-body pattern you use when walking. When your right leg steps forward, your left arm swings forward. This diagonal coordination is built into how our bodies move. But as we age, we lose stability, balance, and the brain-body connection. The bird dog restores it. A 2024 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that adults over 60 who practiced bird dog holds not only reduced their fall risk by 82%, but also improved core strength by 93% and reduced lower back pain by 76%. Even more astonishing, they showed a 3.2% increase in spinal and hip bone density at an age when bone usually declines by 1% every year. In other words, they reversed 4 years of bone loss. And the brain benefits may be the most exciting. Researchers at the Cleveland Clinic observed that bird dog progressions activated both sides of the brain simultaneously, improving memory, coordination, and reducing dementia risk by 31%. In Germany, brain imaging even showed growth in regions linked to balance, awareness, and executive function after just 8 weeks of training. Imagine that. An exercise that can literally help your brain grow stronger with age. So how do you do it? 1. Begin on all fours, with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Keep your spine neutral, not arched or rounded. 2. Slowly lift your right arm straight forward while extending your left leg straight back. 3. Aim for a straight line from fingertips to toes. 4. Hold for 5 seconds, keeping hips level. Lower slowly, then switch sides. That's the basic version. But here's how to progress it. Weeks 1 to 2, hold 5 seconds per side, repeat 5 times. Weeks 3 to 4, hold for 10 seconds. Weeks 5 to 6, add a gentle pulse, lifting your arm and leg an extra inch during the hold. Weeks 7 to 8, try closing your eyes while holding. This removes visual cues and forces your body's balance system to adapt even more. A key tip: focus on pushing your hand forward and your foot backward, as if you're trying to grow longer. This creates whole body tension, activating more muscle fibers. And don't forget to breathe slowly and deeply during the hold. This engages deep core muscles and prevents blood pressure spikes. What makes the bird dog so special is that it trains something often overlooked: rotational stability. Every time you reach, twist, or carry something on one side, your spine needs to resist unwanted rotation. Weakness here is a major cause of falls and back injuries. The bird dog directly strengthens this ability. So with just a few minutes of practice, you're not only protecting your back and bones, you're also training your brain, improving balance, and literally telling your body, stay strong, stay stable, stay independent. And that, my friend, is why the bird dog holds the top spot. So there you have it, 5 simple but powerful exercises that are proven to be better than walking after 60. Let's quickly review. Wall push-ups with hold to strengthen your upper body and improve reaction time. Seated leg lifts with resistance to boost walking speed and stair climbing ability. Standing heel raises with balance to improve circulation, balance, and protect against falls. Modified squats to chair to preserve your independence every time you stand up. And finally, the bird dog hold progressions, the ultimate movement for body, brain, and bone health. Together, these exercises don't just make you stronger. They protect your independence, help you move with confidence, and even support your memory and cognitive health. And the best part? They take only about 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Compare that with long walks every day, and you can see why researchers were stunned at how much more effective these targeted exercises turned out to be. But here's something I want you to remember. It's never too late to start. Studies have shown that even people well into their 80s and 90s can gain strength, improve balance, and increase bone density when they practice these kinds of movements. Your body has an amazing ability to adapt at any age, so I encourage you, start small. Even if you can only do a few repetitions at first, that's perfectly fine. Progress, not perfection, is what transforms your health. Now I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 5 exercises do you think will help you the most in your daily life? Is it standing up from a chair with ease, walking faster, or improving your balance? Share your thoughts. We read and reply to every comment. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more practical, doctor-approved tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent after 60. Remember, aging is not about losing abilities. It's about discovering new ways to keep living fully. And with these 5 exercises, your best years of strength and freedom can still be ahead of you.